Everything we see, people think only the white person did it. Everything we see an airplane, oh, a white person do it. See an MRI machine in the hospital, see a computer, they think it's only a white person can do it. But you are looking at a person who created a technology for you to send pictures on your cell phone worldwide.
Ghana, you are calling small country, and you are calling yourself the giants of Africa without nothing, not anything for a common man to benefit. But the country you are calling small country, only one person that comes from there, he bring the idea that can me and you today, we can send our message, and a lot of Nigerians are benefiting from this. Common man is benefiting from this man idea. You see that? Where the person come from? Ghana.
Look at him. And he's not white, but just like you. He happens to be from Ghana. But I'm not limited by what I've been told in my schools, growing up and all that. I'm limited by what I think I can do. So I want you all to think yourself that you can do anything that any person, whether Chinese, Indian, white, whatever they've done, you can do it. I designed the bullet train, the fast train for DRC, DR Congo. They didn't ask me, but I thought that's what's needed to awaken the giant in Africa. Therefore, my people are in DR Congo, with the president, Chikedi, presented my design of the bullet train, and it's called Lumumba Express. So all of you say Lumumba.
Lumumba!
Lumumba.
Lumumba!
Lumumba Express. And that's TGV Lumumba, the high-speed train from Lumumba, going from Kinshasa all the way to the border. So that's very important. That's how you awaken the giant in Africa. That's how you do it. That's very important. All of you here, you should do the same thing. Don't wait to be told.
Don't wait to be told.
Okay? Because in 1985, when they were having problems in moving the technology of laser fiber optics from the laboratory scale to industry, they called MIT, and MIT sent me coding glassware. You know, some problem they've been trying to solve for 15 years. It took me 1 year to solve it, to move it from the lab to industry. That's why I wrote the book, because I know that what a white person can do, I can do it too. But what does it take to awaken the giant in Africa? First of all, top technology experts like Bill Gates, they plan and execute, let's say former Microsoft, right? Like Apple computer founder Steve Jobs, they plan and execute. They don't ask anybody, oh, should I form an Apple computer? No. God has given them the talent, so they go ahead and do, make it happen. For example, I wasn't asked, but I'm serious. You know, when they say Mensah is the great minds of the 21st century, that's a responsibility. That means I got to support and push for the awakening of the giants in Africa. After and the Africa Union 2063 agenda, as I'm discussing with President Chikedi of DR Congo, should be supported by these bullet trains across Africa. Because you know, you cannot just take the ship and put it in the port. The gap is actually going from the port to the inland. But the roads are bad. You put something on the road, going from here to Burkina, it may spoil. If that's fruits, if that's fish, it may spoil. You know, and so we got to put these proposals that will transform Africa in place, where we are using bullet trains and we are using fast airplanes. The airplanes will have cold storage. So if I put my fish and stuff in it, it will get to the other.
Take only one man from Ghana. Only one man from Ghana to connect the whole universe with the technology in own idea. And Ghanaians did not come out to say, oh, we are the giants, we are the this, we are that. Nobody is bragging about it. No Ghanaians is coming out to talk about this thing. That. But this person, where this person come from? From Ghana, Ashanti range, Ashanti man. No Ghanaians is talking, and no Ghanaians is even making it like it's a big deal. But if this man from Nigeria, the whole world no go hear word though. Come on, they always say, oh, Dangote is the richest man in the Africa. Hey, this one is the rich. Hey, this one is that. This one, but who is benefiting from all these people? Nobody. But this man idea, everybody can sit here, can tell you that yes, we are benefiting. Common man is benefiting from an idea that he brought, and it's not louder. Nobody is talking about him.
This man changed the whole internet. Meet Dr. Thomas Mensah, born in Kumasi in Ghana. What did he do? Well, anytime you post a picture on Instagram or you send a message to your girlfriend, you use his technology. Let me explain. So in the 1970s to 1980s, fiber optics, which made transmission of data faster and more reliable, had been developed. But there was a problem. It was expensive and it was faster than copper, but it wasn't really that fast. Enter Dr. Mensah. He came in and within 1 year made it 10 times faster and ultimately 25 times faster. And he also made it cheaper too, so that it could go to the industries. So now when you send a message, it doesn't take 45 minutes to reach its destination, despite the distance. That is an achievement. Now, of course, there's a lesson in the story. Here's the lesson. The sky is not the limit.
The sky is not the limit. That means the person is gone. Person is no more. And again, when you go to the page, when you go to the man page, like to the in own the article that concern about him, you will see everything that the man does. White people, they give him the credit that he is the one that brought in the idea, and they give him the credit. But my problem here, Nigerians claiming that Nigerians are the best doctor in the world, the best doctor in America, but there's not evidence to prove. I remember last time they are saying that Nigerian win award of the best doctor in America, and that, okay, go and search whose particular article, whose particular website that wrote that. Banga newspaper, Nigerian website, not US government website. When you search the best doctor in America, there's nowhere you will see Nigerians in their list. There's nowhere you see Nigerians in their list. Go and Google. The only website you will find Nigerians are the best doctor in America, it should be Nigerian website. I'm telling you the fact. Go and check it. We know how to fabricating lies.
The best doctors in America are Nigerians. You can search it. You know what I'm saying? So even in my label, now the Africans, they bring the best ideas.
Even the video too, they carry this line too. They take and they deceive us. They say Nigerians are the best doctors in the world. Why the US, European or Americans? Say Americans are the most people who have the strongest website. Why this news is not in their website? Where are you going to find this kind of news? Nigerian website. Go and do your research. Only Nigerian website you go find this note. But when you go to America, like the American, like when you go to the American, like their own big media platform, like American government, this thing, say you won't go search the best doctor list, you will not find Nigeria there. You go find first from 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 American, Indians, Turkey. Tokyo, Saudi Arabia, but you will never find even in Africa there. You know, go and do your research. But take your time and do your research. You go come back to what I'm saying. But we are busy on social media, giving ourselves confidence. Nigerians are the best. But when you go to do proper research, you will not see Nigerian, not even Nigeria, you will not see any African name. We are just getting lie to make ourselves look big. That is what Nigerians are good for. I was talking about Kemi and Ghanaians. This, if you see the way they call for me on, the video go far on Facebook. Yeah, the video go viral well on Facebook. Yeah, on Facebook, the video go viral for there. I hope you understand. If you go to my Facebook inbox, if you see the way they are rushing me, if you see the way they are attacking me, insulted me, Kemi have right, which concern me, imagine that.
Things that are related to fiber optics.
Exactly. I was actually one of the 4 creators of this technology. You know, fiber optics is probably one of the most important innovations in this century. You know, the idea to use lasers to send Facebook pictures to your tablet, to your cell phone, that whole concept started somewhere in 1972. But it took 15 years for us to be able to mass produce it and mass market it, because the cost of fiber optics was like $1 for a meter, and copper was 10 cents. So it didn't make sense to go and rip all the copper wires all over the world and put fiber optics. But my first invention actually changed that, brought the cost of fiber optics to the same level as copper. That led to the spread of fiber optics throughout the United States. And also, a second invention allowed us to make strong fiber optic systems that you can put on the water or submarine to connect India, China, South Africa now, as well as other places. So we can pick up your cell phone and talk to somebody in Kenya, South Africa, or Ghana.
And you know, some may by now have recognized that you're not only a black person, you are a son of Africa. How did it happen that you ended up being one of these great inventors that has transformed not only the continent of Africa, but also the rest of the world?
Yes, I was born in Ghana, and luckily when I was 4 years old, my dad used to read newspapers to me. So I was reading newspapers fluently when I was 4. And so everybody thought, oh, maybe this kid is up to something. And my neighbor was from Togo, which is a French-speaking country. So when I was 8, I was speaking French fluently. And so this is not a coincidence. This guy probably is somebody special. And so I attended Adisala College, one of the top-performing boys' schools in Cape Coast. And I won the French-speaking competition nationally twice. And the French were, of course, watching me and said, oh, maybe this is a guy we can send to France.
And you spent some time in France, and I know that.
Exactly.
But about all the inventions, you've actually put it in a book, too, to kind of explain how it all happened and all the inventions that you have managed to patent up to this point. How many are they?
Well, I received 7 patents in 6 years. Normally, it takes people 10 to even get one. So the 7 patents in 6 years are all in fiber optics, really transformed fiber optics processing. But I have probably about 14 patents in general in nanotechnology and other areas. And as you see later when we talk about it, I'm also creating what is called the first Black Disney World.
Oh, great.
And there will be fiber optics in this park. And as we talk about it, it's an exciting thing, you know, which I'll bring up, because we will redo the mid-passage,
right.
You know, how slaves got here. We'll talk about that when we
when we get to our other conversation after this show.
Sure.
Thank you very, very much.
In other words, fiber optics is the cable system with a glass transmission system where lasers are used to transmit Facebook pictures, YouTube videos, Instagram, to any place in the world.
Yeah.
And 2 of my patents are very critical. I have 7 patents, all in 6 years. Normally, it takes people 5 to get even 1.
Wow. 7 patents in 6 years?
In 6 years.
Good Lord.
And those patents allow the submarine cable, everybody had heard of the submarine cable,
Yeah.
the cable underwater,
Yes.
to function. In other words, when you are sending something or you're talking on your phone, cell phone these days, satellite doesn't play a role. I'll give you an example. When somebody is on CNN, you ask him a question and he's, let's say, in Egypt.
Yeah.
It takes 45 seconds for him to respond.
A one-on-one interview with one of the engineers.
You would stand in front of ATM machine for about 8 hours. But now you go in and get things quickly because of the invention of fiber optics.
During that time, how did you even think of this?
Well, I had come out of MIT as a chemical engineer, and I was hired to solve a problem because they couldn't take the invention out of the laboratory. And within 6 months, I've solved the problem and made it feasible so that fiber optics could be cheap and it could replace copper wires throughout America.
Did you ever think we would live in a society now where we would all be walking around with computers and sharing this information?
No, it never dawned upon us. Because right now, in your pocket, you have a computer that is more powerful than the computer that designed the Apollo rocket. So you can get all the information in the world on this computer. But the only way you can send anything, send a cell phone to somebody else's cell phone, is through the fiber optic system we created.
It's important for all of us to thank those engineers for that laser fiber optic system.